Hold on, y'all. Hey, transcript. Are you on here, transcript? I don't know who the
Yeah, I'm
fuck.
on here. Can you do me a favor, Libra brother, for a minute? I know you don't normally do this, but can you mute the others, please?
I'll be quiet. You good, trans?
The others?
No. Can you please mute?
You said the
Yeah,
others?
Trans. Oh, trans about to
just
get in
for
her bag here.
2 minutes. I'm just asking for 2 minutes for Christmas.
You
Just
said
mute
that
everybody for 2 minutes.
mute everybody.
The
All right.
others.
The others. All right. No. We ain't got to mute the others. Everybody just chill. Let transcript get her shit off.
Well, because some people on the panel have a history of interrupting.
All right. Well, go ahead. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay.
Anti-Afro Svengalis. First things first, before I say anything, you might hear me say you might hear me say you all or you people, and it may sound like I am sending mass accusations against everybody listening. Obviously, that is not true. You all is a figure of speech. If you didn't do what is contained in this video, then I'm not addressing you. It doesn't apply to every single solitary person. I needed to make sure that I'm indicating this because I'm going to just likely say you and you all. On with the commentary. I want to explain to you all the significance of the exchange heard or witnessed. What you saw was let me see your handcuffs trying to use her fat pass with propane Oaklane. Let me see your handcuffs fat pass consists of doing and saying whatever the hell she wants about other people, trying to stop people from thinking about what the hell just happened here, there, or anywhere regarding her bullshit. Then she tries to stop you from talking about it, in particular, asking her any questions about her bullshit behavior and her criminal activities and her atrocities when you go to her demon-infused panel. That's what it is. Let me see your handcuffs is the originator of the demon-infused panel, the demon-infused live stream. That is let me see your handcuffs. She doesn't want people coming over there asking her any questions. So what does she do? She gives them wrenches. She gave Propane Oaklane a wrench and tried to cash it in with her fat pass, expecting Propane Oaklane to mute everybody on a freaking panel. She fully expected him to mute those people on the panel. That's what Let Me See Your Handcuffs does with her fat pass. Those who go over there looking to confront Let Me See Your Handcuffs, she wrenches them and then she treats them like shit. You heard that video. If you didn't catch it, I'm going to repost the link where Let Me See Your Handcuffs, and I'll give you the timestamps, is treating brothers like dogs. She is worse than Garfield / Carrie Ann when it comes to trashing brothers. But they're over there on her channel. She's cussing them out, calling them all kinds of names, gives them a wrench, and tells them, I'm going to take the wrench away. She's trying to control what you do based on a wrench. And I called that out on Breaking the Culture of Silence's live stream the other day. You see the comment right here. At first, I didn't mention any names. So there was somebody, Triggs, you came up and you said the name. Here's no name. But she's using you also. She's using you to try to stop you from asking questions. Who in the hell isn't asking questions around here? How does Let Me See Your Handcuffs think a fat pass should prevent people from asking questions about her bullshit? That's what she did. She did the same thing to you, Pillsbury. She got you over there, cursing you, using the F word on you for what? Because you were asking questions. And she starts threatening you. Then she gives you a wrench to shut you up. What kind of shit is this, people? There were other people who tried to go over to Let Me See Your Handcuffs channel and confront her, and she didn't want no parts of it because she knew they weren't going to put up with no forced wrenches. One person she tried this on was Gerald. This is when Let Me See Your Handcuffs was doing oh my God, you don't even know. Perping so much bullshit behind the scenes. Gerald went off on her ass and she crying and whining. And that is one thing that I did have access to because I was all the way involved. So I know exactly what Let Me See Your Handcuffs did. I know her reaction to Gerald confronting her. She was basically begging Gerald, don't let anybody know you're pissed at me. So Gerald shows up in her chat because he felt he needed to publicly confront her because it was so massive what she was doing. So he politely brought up the subject, we need to talk about this. And she tried to threaten Gerald with the wrench. I will take your wrench away. Take the blankety blank wrench. And he proceeded to drag her like she should have been dragged. And Let Me See Your Handcuffs wanted no parts of that. And of course, she booted Gerald from her demon-infused live stream. He went over there only to confront your bullshit. She knows there are people she could never get away with doing that, but she miscalculated thinking that Gerald was going to go along to get along and be nice and sweet just because she gave him a wrench, trying to shut him up. It did not work. First, she tried to get these brothers to beat me up. She selected several of them, and she wanted them to come over here and attack me physically. She tried all kinds of shit, started telling lies about me, went to her school and was harassing me live on YouTube. That's against the law. That's against the district policy. She was engaging in this bullshit and thinks that people can't say anything about her. She has videos where she has posted all of these derogatory statements about black men right up here in these particular YouTube streets and blocks. She calls you bitch asses, MFers, you ain't shit, niggas, you're retarded. She called Pillsbury retarded. What the hell is going on, Pillsbury? You let any female speak to you like that. And Triggs, I got to tell you, none of this is funny. I can't tell you what to take as funny. I don't know if your laughter was nervous laughter. Hell no. Not a damn thing Let Me See Your Handcuffs has done is funny. It is not funny for a person who would sit down in this oversized chair, the only chair she can fit in, pick up a freaking phone, dial that phone, calling the police, trying to get somebody killed. That's exactly what she did. The police told Breaking the Culture in Silence and her family, you need to get out of here. These people are determined. Let Me See Your Handcuffs headed up the campaign with Demon Moore to continuously have Breaking the Culture of Silence's home swatted. The cops told her to move. Your life is in danger. Your family's life is in danger. These people are determined. What I find most shocking is there are two lawyers who are here very quick to tell us they have law licenses. One only listens to and factors in one side of the law, doesn't even pay attention to the other side. And another one is up here perping as if she's representing Let Me See Your Handcuffs and trying to intimidate people. If you're going to come on and invoke your profession, please represent it well. There is no responsible lawyer out there who's going to come online and only focus on one side. They speak about both sides. You don't read a case and only read one side because you like the person. Come on, people. This is why it's not worth, in my opinion, in my view, getting up on panels. They completely ignore any tangible evidence. There's a person running around calling himself, I am human. No, you are inhumane. You know what the hell Demon Moore did. And you get up here acting like you don't know shit and acting all stupid. I refuse to waste my time even considering talking to anybody like this. You don't care. All you want to do is continue spreading what you know to be 100% and total lies. Don't even care about any documentation that looks at another side. Don't even care about any information that's in a court record. There are very few panels I would ever consider getting on. Those are the ones who are fair. They will let everyone talk. They will actually pull up documentation. But the ones speaking the loudest and the most frequently on these topics, frankly, do not care. This is what Let Me See Your Handcuffs wants to have happen. You remember Move, 1985. They took up the whole damn city block because they were targeting one group, the Move group. They don't give a damn about what else happens. And for all of those freaks out there, Let Me See Your Handcuffs and Demon Moore, who are telling people that Breaking the Culture of Silence has warrants. Breaking the Culture of Silence has always been listed as a black woman in the system when you look her up in the police system. So when you call someone's home, it's a black woman living there with black children. It's not a white family. She knows this. Let Me See Your Handcuffs knows this. She was trying to get this family taken out. Just like the move was taken out in 1985. They didn't give a shit about children being in there. Kids were killed. They don't care. You don't know what cop is going to show up at that house. You don't know if it's going to be a level-headed cop. You don't know if it's going to be a cop who's seen 5 people shot that day. Either way it goes, the group that is coming together to converge upon a home, a SWAT team that could be all juiced up, ready to shoot anything that moves. That's what Let Me See Your Handcuffs and Demon Moore and those other freaks were trying to get going. And why? She has the nerve to call breaking the culture of silence evil. Breaking the culture of silence simply refused to go along with Let Me See Your Handcuffs and Demon Moore's plan to harass and publicly humiliate and slander Larry Reed. Let Me See Your Handcuffs saw that breaking the culture of silence and Larry Reed had a little dust up and thought, hey, since you're mad at Larry Reed, why don't you help us destroy his life and harass his children? His life was disrupted. His life was disrupted, just like breaking the culture of silence's life was disrupted. But breaking the culture of silence refused to go along with that. And she told Larry Reed what was going on. And unfortunately, you had an attorney that was like Stephanie Collins and gave Daryl Moore more information than he should have had. Attorneys are not supposed to give clients all information. There are limits. You need to give them everything you can give them to help them with a case, but you're not supposed to be turning over certain information. In this state, it's a criminal offense if you hand over an actual witness list. If a defense attorney gives an actual witness list, like a physical list, that is a felony in this state. Because we have so many gangs here and people are so intimidated by testifying, you can tell them who's testifying, but you can't hand over a witness list, people's social security numbers, and all this stuff. But the attorney did that. And Daryl Moore got that information and dialed up Let Me See Your Handcuffs, and they set in motion, along with Marcellus and Roxanne. Roxanne, you're not clear in this either. And they set about on a campaign and they encouraged other people to do it. There's a paper trail and there's an electronic trail, not just here on YouTube, but off YouTube, involving agencies where there is sensitive information that was breached. And Demon Moore emailed that to Let Me See Your Handcuffs. So she's in deep. She did what she did. Every single thing she's accused of, she did, and there is evidence of it. She wanted breaking the culture of silence to turn into a move case. 2000, move 2000. That's what Let Me See Your Handcuffs wanted for breaking the culture of silence, because she refused to go along with her plan to harass Larry Reed. There was a live stream last week, the sexy toy lady, and breaking the culture of silence was being conciliatory by saying, if I don't have a problem, if you're friends with Let Me See Your Handcuffs. That was conciliation. Honey, I got a problem. I got a problem with anybody who's going to sit here and be cool with someone who would deliberately call the police and lie in an effort to get you killed. That's exactly what she did. This is not about calling the cops because someone has threatened your life. Legitimately, truthfully threaten you. Not mutual combat. Free and clear threat. Harassment. Stalking. You have a right to call the police. There is no guilt and shame associated with that. But calling the cops and you made up lies to get the cops over there to try to kill people? You call the power company and say there's going to be an explosion? Is that what you're doing? To help me, my gas is leaking? I think we're going to blow up here, help us? Those were the calls that were going into the electric company. And we will not forget about CPS. You can ignore that shit all you want. It is a very big problem. I'm saying it. Anybody out there that's cool with Let Me See Your Handcuffs, knowing good and damn well she called CPS and lied, especially these parents out there who claim to care about their kids. How the hell can you claim to care about your child and say you got no problem with Let Me See Your Handcuffs, who makes false CPS reports? And she's not the only one. That's a whole nother video that I'm going to go into. But she is not the only one that made deliberately false CPS reports. I don't give a damn what Demon Moore says. She was the one that called. You called too. You were involved. Let Me See Your Handcuffs physically made the call. And you all can give her a fat pass all day long. I think those people who have the nerve to sit up here and say that they're cool, let me see your handcuffs, you're gutless. I'll call you gutless. Especially you sit here and you're complaining about somebody doing something to Dumpsy. What the hell are you talking about? You know what this freak is all about? Fub, you know what Fub is all about? You know what this other freak that is contraband on this channel is all about? You all were there. You were applauding it and you were laughing at it. And now you want to act like, oh, I got no problem with it. You are cowards and don't stand for anything. And you keep saying, I don't have a problem with this person. Well, you should have a problem with yourself if you are sitting here saying that you're cool with somebody who's trying to get you killed, who's trying to get other people killed, who didn't do anything to them. Not a damn thing, because it wouldn't go along with your illegal acts. You want somebody dead. Well, that's a whole nother world. That does happen in certain worlds, but not in the world that you all are existing in and claim that you're upstanding and upright, but you got no problem with let me see your handcuffs. I got a big problem with let me see your handcuffs, and I got a big problem with anybody who's cool with her. Go right ahead, be cool with let me see your handcuffs. Don't come back here complaining when she starts calling CPS on you. When she starts trying to get the cops to SWAT you and get you killed. Then what are you going to say? We're seeing this play out right now. What is Dumpsy crying and whining about? He paid Fub to attack everybody. And I'm going to go into that in another video. And you're up here saying, I don't think you should do this to him. Do what to his wife? What was done to Dumpsy's wife? I can tell you one damn thing, nothing compared to what he's done to other people's wives who have absolutely nothing to do with this YouTube space. And even if they did, they certainly never warranted Dumpsy doing what he did to them, paying Fub and his other flunky who moved on to this other humiliating project. It doesn't matter if you agree with me or not, I'm telling the truth. Don't try to put any righteous expectations on us when you all sit back and you endorsed and you applauded and you paid for that bullshit. And so you're complaining about it now. So yes, I got a big problem with you if you think let me see your handcuffs is cool. You won't be thinking that when she starts calling the cops and making false CPS reports on you. Of course, I have so much more to say. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.